What's up, guys? Matthew here, getting ready to watch Season 4, Episode 10, the season finale of The Bear. This season is spectacular. It has joined the sort of pantheon, Hall of Fame, GOAT-level eliteness of most Season 4s in television history. I don't know why Season 4s are the sweet spot, but it is so true for so many shows, and The Bear is no different. Again, and I think I've been saying this the last couple episodes, barring the worst season finale in the history of television, this is my favorite season of The Bear. This is one of my favorite seasons of TV. This is really good. Obviously, cliffhanger-ish last episode ended with Sid learning that Carmy took his name off the document for The Bear. I would assume we're going to have a heart-to-heart. I want to have a good, decent conversation, man. Last episode, the Donna Carmy convo was insane. I don't want to talk anymore. I want to get into it. You guys know me. I'm at the end of a long binge. I have a lot to talk about at the end, and I'm going to yap a lot throughout, so I'm going to hop straight into it. If you guys liked the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. Obviously, I'm already caught up. But I have all 4 seasons on there. So for $10 a month, you binge all my reactions in 1 month. You only got to spend $10. So look forward to that if you're interested. And finally, most importantly, if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. It really helps me out. Let's get into the season finale.
Yeah, I just, smoking a cigarette.
Get your ass out
Don't
here.
smoke.
I don't know, man. I was just...
Astute observation, Carmy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I would assume that if she's fearful that Carmy's going to leave, she's going to regret her decision to not go with Shapiro, so...
You didn't talk to me on service.
Let's focus.
No, I think we need to talk. Come on, Carm. Talk to her.
Yeah, I don't like the way this feels.
I mean, neither do I, so...
You know what the fuck's up.
Talk to Pete.
Ah, you finally read the document that I sent you months ago.
I wanted to talk to you about that.
Well, here we are.
Sid, you can't take the high and mighty with that because you have some stories to tell of your own.
Yeah, I should have,
You're leaving.
No, that's...
You
I'm
are
not
quitting.
leaving. No,
And you are leaving me.
no, I'm not
with
quitting.
all
I'm
this
not
shit,
leaving anything.
and
No, that's
you
not
couldn't even tell
how it
me.
is. Sid,
I had
can
to
you
find
just...
out from Pete.
Okay.
From fucking Pete, man. My heart's beating. Oh, you dumb... Why the fuck did we... What was our commercial break fucking 2 minutes into the episode? What was that?
It's the best thing for the restaurant.
No.
Okay?
I don't accept it, and I don't think so.
We have to put the restaurant first.
Oh, I love these shots.
Cool?
Call him a quitter.
Yeah, I mean, cool. If that's what you got for me, then that's what I have for you, you know?
That's what I got for you? What is that?
It's not good enough. You're going to have to say something
Yeah,
else.
I'm trying to
It's
think
for
of
the
what I can
best
say.
Of the
You
rest.
shouldn't think, you should know.
Psyched.
Yes!
Psyched. Psyched for what? Psyched for the restaurant that's losing money
It's
every
not like
fucking
that.
second.
It's not
gonna
like that.
shut
No,
down.
it's not
Well,
like that,
then
okay?
tell
I'm
me
gonna get
what
us out of the
it's
debt.
Oh.
I'm gonna get us in the clear before
I
I
didn't
leave,
know that.
okay?
Well, thank you very much for
Don't
that
fucking
offer.
do
I
that.
You don't fucking do this.
Sydney,
what
please,
the fuck
just...
is the plan? Mind you,
I hope a fat comes in, turns around.
getting us out of this debt that you put us
I
in.
know,
by
but you
the
can't
way.
you can't blame it all on me,
I'm
okay?
not
We're
blaming it
gonna
all
figure
on
it
you.
out.
Maybe somewhere from 50 to 75%.
Oh, my heart's beating. This is what I wanted.
What's the figuring it out?
In a
What's the
way that I didn't want.
Okay? All right, we're doing this the correct way.
Okay, so the correct way, with the correct team that you're removing yourself
Sydney,
from, or
please, I'm
no?
trying to
I
explain
wanna,
it to you,
I just,
okay? I'm trying-
Can
Talk.
I actually just not hear you talk?
Talk about your passion. Talk about how you got into the business. From him. Inspired by him. How you almost left, but you stayed because of him. Partly because of him.
You don't do that.
Well, then fucking tell me, please.
You don't do that, dude. Don't light that. Oh, come on. Don't light that cigarette. You gonna throw that shit out after one puff. Don't smoke it. Don't smoke. I just don't like when people. Damn it.
This is all I've ever done.
Do you want to do something else cooking related afterwards, or just try something else to see if you're passionate about something?
Problem.
That's what I'm saying.
That is my problem.
No, that it shouldn't be.
I care about you. I want to work with you.
I think I did this so I didn't have to do other things.
I respect that.
In the restaurant?
become a cook?
Like what? Like an escape?
Sure, yeah.
I mean,
Like, I understand Sid, but
club. I don't know what to tell you. You
But if-
love this.
you can't tell someone what to love.
I used to. Yeah.
So I understand him. I can understand Sid for being angry, but I understand him as well.
I feel like I don't have anything to draw on, you know? I don't have anything to pull from.
Go part time. You don't got to quit.
If I didn't love it, I wouldn't put up with so much bullshit. President bullshit
understand. I
included.
understand
What
that.
what
I
what
understand.
what do you understand?
I just...
Like I said, since the beginning of the show, I said I care more about Carmy and his life than the restaurant.
in the way of dealing.
Of moving on, of accepting.
I am aware of that, okay? I think I was trying to, like, put hurdles in the way.
Hurdles?
Hurdles.
Hurdles like
Hurdles.
Like changing the menu every day and not
Probably.
communicating
Yes,
and not
probably.
apologizing
Yes,
to people.
I think so.
Probably.
And just being a fucking menace in general.
I think, yes, okay?
Okay.
I think, yes, but you also, you can't act like you weren't trying to get the fuck out of here.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Shapiro shit, the phone call.
Sydney.
No, I don't want to do this right now. This is not what this is fucking about. I do not want to do this right now.
Two-way street.
Very long time. You realize that,
Yeah, okay,
right?
well,
Can you stop doing that?
Put the cigarette down.
You're not good at
then
smoking.
we're gonna get good.
No, no, you don't let her become old you.
I was gonna tell you. And then it all fucking just got weird and blew up and annoying and he was
why you did it.
annoying
I
and it just
understand. Yes,
no
I do. I
no
get it.
no
It
but
makes sense.
but I should have told you and I'm sorry that
It's
I didn't
okay.
tell you. No, but it's not okay and it's a fucking symptom of this whole fucking shit that I didn't tell you and I'm sorry that I didn't tell you.
No, Micah, her voice breaking and shit.
No,
Like,
no, I
no,
was being a maniac,
actually,
and that's what I'm
a
trying to tell you.
maniac
I'm
and
trying to tell
fucking-
you.
But I love the maniac.
Driving the business in the ground and fucking yelling at Richie.
I know that.
And fucking
I know
yelling
that,
at
okay?
everybody.
I would wanna
know
leave too. I
that you
fucking
know
get it.
that,
I
but,
fucking
like,
get
no,
it.
Carmi, I need you to know because, like, I'm sorry that it fucking even got to this, and I'm sorry for everything that you've been through.
You don't have to
it
do
is
that.
what
No,
it
it's
is,
not.
though,
Please.
because it's the fucking
Please.
elephant in the fucking restaurant, man. And I'm so sorry that your family has had to go through this
Stop.
shit, and the fact
Stop,
that you
Sid.
and
Please stop.
and
You
Nat
don't have to
and
do
Richie
that.
have
Please
to
stop
come
it.
to
Please
work
stop
every
it.
day and fucking work your way through this shit. I'm not gonna fucking stop it. I'm sorry. I'm not, because it's awful.
Just be my piece here. I'm getting emotional again.
Nightmare, and I'm sorry that it's happened to you and it's happening to you, but when you take it out on the restaurant and the people who work here and the fucking business and
know.
on me, it's beyond the
I
fucking
know that.
hurdle.
That's
It's
why I have to
fucked up.
remove myself. That's
Why?
what I'm saying.
To go through fucking what?
To make me not like this.
How?
This is you.
I
Oh,
think
no.
I have put a lot of stuff in the way, right? Of not dealing with other stuff. Okay?
Find a happy mixture, a happy medium.
Trying to run into that.
It's the same thing. I think you're giving up something to try something else.
I'm not scared of it anymore. I'm not sprinting from it anymore.
Hey, I think that's great.
You do?
Of course I do.
Okay, and I think it's great that Adam wants you to be at his restaurant. I mean, I think that's a...
Turned his ass down.
No, I think he's pretty good. So
Okay, don't be a fucking asshole.
I'm not being an asshole.
So
It's
then-
the truth. Like he's okay.
He's okay.
What, you're better?
Yeah, I smoke him,
Okay, congrats.
and so do you.
Fuck off. Fuck are you talking about?
You are. You are considerate.
You're making good progress.
You allow yourself to.
You can be
to feel things,
a
right?
perfect version of yourself.
Allow yourself to care. You are a natural leader, and teacher, and you're doing all this stuff for every right fucking reason. And I get it. This is a great opportunity, right? And it's for a lot of fucking money, and you can hire whoever the fuck you want. Right now, this is starting to gel. It is starting to feel alive, right? And you have 7 people in this building who will jump in front of a fucking train for you right now. And I'm gonna do everything I can to set you up for success, but
I want you there.
any chance of any kind of good in this building, it started when you walked in. and any possibility of it surviving, it's with you.
Okay, you can be here. I can be in charge. You can be my right-hand man. You can be my mentor. She's not gonna be okay if you're not there.
Because you're the bear.
Roll credits.
And what if you're wrong?
I'm not.
And if you are,
I'm not.
you change your mind every fucking
I know,
10
but that's not what
seconds.
this is. It's not
What
what
is
this
it then?
is.
You're leaving.
Sid, you don't need me.
I know I don't need you, but that's not the point.
I want you.
You're supposed to fucking be here.
Oh.
Sabotage and
I know.
corrupt.
She doesn't win an Emmy. This is crazy.
Well, I know
fucking
that's
fair.
what I do, and I'm
So then
trying
why are
to
you
break
doing
that. I'm
it?
trying to change
You're
that,
my
okay?
partner.
I'm your friend.
You're not fucking
I'm your
acting
fucking
like
friend.
it.
Oh,
Oh, thank you, Richie.
are you two shouting about?
He's leaving.
Her voice cracks are making me tear the fuck up. No, Richie, I know.
Restaurant.
What?
Yeah.
You're quitting?
You snitch motherfucker.
I'm retiring.
No, no, no. You don't get to do that.
You're 12. I'm fucking drugs right now.
You
No,
pulling a Mikey?
I'm telling you, I'm out.
It's the easy way out.
Well, good luck, Admiral. We'll send you your watch.
I'm serious.
Yeah, no, I know. Of course.
No, Richie, talk to him.
What?
No, of course.
What?
You know,
What does
no,
that
this
mean?
is-
What do you mean?
No, just of course, take off. This is what you're good at.
The
you
fuck
know?
does that mean? It's what
Did it with your family.
We're down. We're getting the shit kicked out of us. So yeah, fucking,
That's not
you
what
know,
this is.
take
That's
off.
not
It's
what this
fine,
is.
it's
That's not
fine.
what this is.
All right, it's
Okay?
classic
It's not what this
escapism
is.
is what this
no,
is.
no, it's not.
Fight or
I'm trying to
flight. We
fucking
gotta
tell you
fight,
something,
and this is
okay?
fight.
I'm gonna get us out of the dead. I'm gonna get us in the clear.
Aww.
I'm putting the restaurant
Oh,
first.
so you're putting the restaurant first.
That's what I'm fucking doing.
So motherfuckers sound like Walter White.
Listen to me.
Carmen, go
Okay?
fuck
I'm trying to
yourself.
tell you something fucking real.
Carmen, go fuck
trying to
yourself.
apologize
I don't
to you.
want to hear your
You're
fucking
not fucking
apologies.
letting me. Richie, I'm trying to
Here, your sorries are shit. Chef Cindy, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna review the schedule, see if we can cut some hours. Actually, Chef Carmen is doing us a favor because we could really use that salary. So thanks.
I went to Michael's funeral.
I'm gonna go inside.
No.
I should have told you before. I'm telling you now.
What the fuck you trying to do?
I'm being honest
Are you
with
trying to
Richie.
fuck me up right now?
I'm gonna cry, dude.
There's no refrigerator door here right now.
Richie,
Fuck with
you up.
me.
I'm trying to tell you something.
I will
Richie,
fucking
I'm just
destroy
trying
you.
to tell you
Stop,
I
something.
will
stop,
fucking
Richie,
destroy
Richie,
you,
Richie,
Carmen.
stop, please, Richie,
I will
stop,
fucking
Richie,
destroy you.
stop, Richie, Richie, please stop, Richie, please,
No.
please, fucking stop,
Sid.
please, Richie,
All right.
please.
All right.
Yeah, this trio of fucking actors. This might be the top 3 trio in TV history acting wise. I don't know if I'm getting fucking wild.
If you went to the funeral, you'd know what I was wearing.
I have no fucking idea what you were wearing, Richie. I don't fucking know.
So you just went in, you didn't say anything. You didn't see anybody, huh?
I went in for a second.
Ask Lee.
How the fuck do you think anybody fucking handles
I
it?
know, I understand that. It was shameful, and I'm ashamed, and it was horrible.
You should be shamed now. I don't know how to feel.
When I came back, I didn't know what to do. Okay? I was so fucking angry, and I was so fucking stuck, and I was so fucking scared, and I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know what to fucking do. If I could go back in time, I don't know. If I would have done anything differently, I don't know. I don't know, but I was just thinking, and I was thinking for the first
Oh my god.
about this thing, about how it happened, and I never thought of it before. Just how sorry I am. How sorry I am because I didn't realize how.
How what? How?
I'm uncomfortably real. This is what this is.
How you lost somebody too.
So you're saying you didn't think about other people, but now you're not thinking about us, trying to excuse that you're thinking about us. I don't know. Yeah, if he truly wants to leave, that's fine, but I don't know if he truly wants to leave. I don't know if it's just the easy escape again for him. Because we want you to be here.
You were like inside my family.
More than he was.
Like you really knew my family. You got to spend time with him. And you knew him, you know?
You knew him.
Yeah, but it's not the same. I didn't really know him.
Yes, you did.
Figure out what the fuck was wrong with him.
That makes sense.
And like I tried to get him to talk to somebody, and
Snapped at you?
I thought
No.
like maybe if I could stay at the beef, I could like keep an eye on him, and then I felt like that.
Richie?
I can't breathe. My heart's skipping beats.
I thought that was why you didn't go.
You thought that's why I didn't go to the funeral?
Fucking stop that. You don't fucking smoke.
Who cares?
Watch this. Watch this puff right here.
Exactly.
Give me that shit.
He fucking loved you.
I know. They love you.
I don't think you know back then.
I know, but it's different. I'm like the cousin, you know?
Yeah, but Richie, you're more than that.
Oh my God, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. I feel like
I'm walking away. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. Like, again, I repeat from the very beginning, I've wanted him to live his best life.
All that time that you were gone, like I was, you know, I'd just be like thinking about, you know, like where you were and like what you're doing and just like, I don't know, like experiences you were having.
Felt left out.
This one time that, like me and Mikey, we took this road trip. We had to drop something off for Jimmy. And,
The stumbling and the fumbling and the pauses and the hesitations in their dialogue is what makes it elite.
I don't know, like it felt like perfect, you know, like that was as good as it gets, you know, just like me and my homie just fucking, you know, on some trip for work, just fucking,
That's that flash.
and like I was like, fuck, that's what Carmen's life must be like. I thought that was kind of like, you know, like how you felt.
It's so emotional to see two grown men just talk and speak and cry and release together, if that makes sense.
I was jealous. I bought a fucking cookbook.
You bought a cookbook?
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see what the big deal was. That's fucking demented.
Yeah.
That's not even a cookbook. That's like a Wechsler intelligence exam. Fucking.
Oh my god.
But I was thinking, like, if this he's a fucking G if he can figure out this insane bullshit, you know?
I
don't know what I'm like, Richie.
That's heartbreaking to think about. He once had a passion, but he lost it, so what does he have now?
Updated partnership terms.
Okay, anything. What is it?
One side, Jimmy,
Yeah.
and the other side, me, Nat, and Richie.
Okay, that's
That can be done.
what you want.
It's what I need.
You got it.
You in?
I guess I have to be.
I don't want to be the ambassador of St. Patty's Day.
What is
Genuinely,
that supposed
what
to
the
mean?
fuck does that mean?
No, let him cook.
I appreciate the gesture, but like, this is my home. I'm not going anywhere.
Who the fuck has time for gestures?
This is real?
Carmi?
Yeah, it's real.
God.
Fuck yes, Chef Sydney. It is a fucking honor.
Fucking goosebumps, but...
My official capacity as a partner, I do have one question though. Exactly how the fuck do we keep this place open?
Oh, fuck me, I have the same exact question.
Talk to Eber, bro. Talk to Albert.
What happened?
Sugar, did you talk to Pete?
About what?
He didn't talk to you?
No. Client
attorney privilege. What's going on?
Someone fill her the fuck in.
He's leaving the restaurant. All restaurants, I think.
Retiring from restaurants.
I went to Mikey's funeral.
Oh my god. It was like the same shot from 2X6. The looking back and tilting the head. But Sugar's the one who saw it first. She knows it's good for him. Oh, the fucking goosebumps are so immense. Oh my god, what a visual! I really loved that season. Obviously, it's no fucking surprise to those of you who have watched any of my previous reactions of this season. I loved it, and I thought the finale was excellent. You know, I think I spoke about at the end of last episode, like, I really got the vibe and almost a necessity that this episode should have been what it was. It's almost like I feel like I did really good. Not as like a prediction, as like, oh, I'm right. It's just isn't like a. I feel like everyone's story got wrapped up. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about like their end game story. I just mean their season. You know, Marcus got a big win. Tina got a big win. Luca seemed to be settling in. It seemed like the big two things that I said at the very beginning of the season. What I needed to be settled was I needed Carmy to talk to Sydney, and I needed Carmy to talk to Richie. And there were other things, but they happened throughout the season. I needed Carmy with Claire. I needed Carmy with Donnie. You know what I mean? And I love the fact that this episode was essentially entirely those three. And obviously, you know, Suge came in at the end and had an amazing moment that, again, almost made me cry, like fucking so much stuff in the show. But again, I always you think back to the beginning of the season with fucking, you know what I mean, with the Donna shit, or with the Claire stuff specifically, and Sydney and making her decision. Like, I'm the reason I love these characters so much is because they're indecisive. Not in like an incompetent way. They're complex people who are struggling to think of a decision or an answer or, you know what I mean, an action. And I feel like I'm in the same boat. I can relate to them. You know, as you saw during that conversation in the last couple episodes, and going back to either episode 1 or episode 2 when Carmy had that phone call with Suge about the, you know, losing your motivation or whatever like that, losing your passion. I don't know, because again, like, I love Carmy, and he's a talented cook, but it's so filled with abuse and toxicity. And I kind of recall in the beginning of the show talking about, like, or just questioning, why did he even go this route? And obviously, as the seasons, you know, progressed, it felt like almost like a sort of self-punishment, or a sort of, this is the only thing that I know how to do, let me just do it. And I sort of didn't question that, if that makes any sense. I didn't see the path for him to leave. I felt like I was stuck with him, if that makes any sense. And again, since the very beginning of the show, I've said this. The bear isn't the most important thing. It's the people. Okay? Looking at that idea from the Carmy aspect, I've said, you know, I started saying this in season 2 when Claire was introduced, and he sort of, you know, it felt like he was leaning more towards picking the bear over Claire. And I said, look, no. Your life is the most important thing. Your passions, your hobbies, what you care about, that is the most important thing. And I didn't realize just the full extent to as which Carmy had been sort of controlled or consumed by this business. I knew it was, you know, I knew that he was consumed by it. I didn't know that it had completely sucked him of all the passion. That I did not know. Or didn't fully realize. And like I said, I support Carmy. Again, with the Sid and the Richie stuff, like, I 100% understand their sort of apprehension towards Carmy leaving, and I understand the anger, and specifically from Sid, you know, if she sort of had to pick between two places and she picked one, and then the situation she picked becomes completely different, I could see the frustration and the fear and the, you know what I mean, the uncertainty. But also at the same thing, I understand Carmy. Carmy has the right to do that. It's the same. I've been talking about the same conversation since the beginning of the season. It's the same with the argument between Claire and Carmy. It's the same between the fucking Donna situation. Like there's two sides to each story, and the reason the characters are so well, the characters are so complex, so you understand that each side is in the right in different aspects, and I'm excited to see where Carmy goes. I'm excited to see how many more seasons run, because I also, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, and I know Carmy has sort of, he's of the mindset of, look, I don't want to be here, but I'm gonna make sure that I set them up correctly. I'm gonna be honest, I don't want him to be there at all. Then, not as in like a fuck you. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying it as like a, we can do this. Like, if you don't want to be here, don't force yourself to be here. Go off on your own. Just let us handle the shit. If we sink or swim, but that's on us. We don't need you to coddle us here for a little bit, if that makes any sense. We have Luca here who can really, really help us. We have Marcus, the next young chef of the year or some shit. So it's, I don't know. It's the thing that I've said. Carmy, he's good at cooking, and he was passionate at one point, but he's lost it. So I don't want to force him to keep going. I don't want him to think that he needs to be the one to save it because he's the one who fucked it up, or was a part of the reason it was fucked up. So I don't know. All three of those actors deserve Emmys. My standout for the season, Iowa DeBerry, was absolutely incredible. Obviously, she's been incredible the entire fucking show, but I think that it felt like she was the main character. It felt like, it felt like Carmy passed the reins to Sid. It felt like Jeremy Allen White passed the reins to Iowa DeBerry. That's what it felt like. It felt like a passing of the torch. And I really liked that. Sid felt like the fucking main character for the entire, season. And I really, really, really enjoyed that. And I'm just thinking about, like, the end game, or even what I thought the end game would be a season or 2 seasons ago. Like, I probably should have I don't know. As you guys saw from the beginning of the season, I saw, Sid taking control, to being top dog. Not as in like bitching Carmy out or anything like that, but just like, she's best suited for it. She's passionate about it. She's at the beginning of her prime. And Carmy is there to mentor her healthily if he can get healthy mentally himself. If that makes any sense. Carmy has been put through shit to the point where his passion left. He's going to try to protect Sid so that the same doesn't happen to her. That's the vibe I got. But I didn't get the vibe that he would leave immediately. And that sugar conversation should have tipped me off. No, like, I knew it was I understood it. But you guys remember, you go back to my conversation at the end of, it's either episode 2 or episode 3. I think it might have been episode 2. You guys remember my conversation? Like, I wasn't sure. I thought that he had lost most of his passion, but I thought that in a healthy scenario, he would be able to get it back or to hone it in. But he doesn't even want that, it seems. It feels like he wants to try on his own. What he wants to do after, I don't know. I'd have to really think hard here if there's been any foreshadowing or any pieces of evidence that would make me think that he would be passionate about doing something else. I don't necessarily know off the top of my head. I probably should have been paying more attention to that. But again, it's Carmy. He's a talented motherfucker. And I think the difference is when it comes to the cooking, he was originally driven by, I don't want to say ego, but the need to prove himself, the sort of abuse, the escapism of it. Whereas if he starts off something new on his own accord, with his own sort of mindset and passion and everything, he can put his own foot forward instead of being dragged over. He can be anything he fucking wants to. You know what I mean? Like, that's the inspirational part about it. And I said, one of my favorite things about The Bear in general is the hope and the motivation and the inspiration and how people chase their dreams and chase their goals and everything like that. And this, again, I'm excited to see Carmy on a new path. I am interested to see how long the show goes on after this. Not because, like, oh, what's the show going to do now? Obviously, they can do a lot more, but I'm just wondering, would they do like 3 or 4 seasons of Carmy? Well, like, that's another thing, because Carm is still going to be there to help put the business in good shape. So I'm going to assume that, just a quick outline, I would assume that the show's going to be 6 seasons. I would say season 5 is him helping the business get absolutely put together, so it's good to leave it out of his hands, and then season 6 is him sort of chasing his passions and dreams. I would kind of think. And I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that outline. I think that would really work. Going real quick, going back to the acting, Ayo Edebiri. I'm the episode where she was crying. I mentioned it and how I thought but since Ray Seahorn in season 6 of Better Call Saul, that was the best sort of emotional, visceral crying I'd ever seen. She is a savant, an acting savant. The dialogue, the hesitations, the voice cracks, the crying, the yelling, the up, the down, the mannerisms. Everyone in the show, but specifically Ayo this season for me, really fucking stood out. Like, really. And Eben Moss Buckrock, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Him too, with like the hesitations, the breaths, the process. You see him processing shit in his head, and I really, really, really enjoy that. The visuals at the end of the episode too, with that fucking empty ass restaurant, haunting, almost sort of a symbol of himself, of Carmy. And obviously Carmy called Sydney the bear, but the bear is also Carmy. That passion is just gone, and you know, you think about the opening, is it to last episode? Either the opening to last episode or the episode before. Again, I've been binging them, so they blend together a little bit. But the opening felt very reminiscent of Carmy, you know what I mean? So, and obviously throughout the entirety of the show, and specifically the last 2 seasons, I've said very much how Sydney feels like the next Carmy, but let's not be Carmy. Let's, you know what I mean? Let's learn a little bit from it, if that makes any sense. And I get the vibe we're on that path now. Again, it's a little uncommon for a season finale to sort of be a bottle. This is a bottle episode. This is the very definition of a bottle episode. It is one location. It's a couple of the main cast. I really like that about it. Again, a lot of people I would assume are going to be like, this is my pet peeve, especially when it comes to shows that drop the entire season where you're expected to binge it. I know people are going to say, oh, I didn't like how Marcus and fucking this and Tina, and they weren't in the finale. Their finale is essentially last episode. That's like, it's fine. The episodes are 30 minutes too. It's not like some fucking, they were going for 83 minutes. Like, no, they were. I really liked the format and structure of this episode. The only thing I didn't like was the stupid ass, the commercial breaks were a little awkward at points, but I guess you can't have everything, I suppose. But I really liked the dynamics and the headbutts and the crying and the yelling and the screaming. Again, I jokingly thought it, but it's almost like watching parents fight. Like, you understand the passion and the feelings behind it, but like, it's still uncomfortable to see them fight. So I don't know. I loved the season. I really loved the season. I don't know. I loved the season. I thought this was easily my favorite season of The Bear. Season. I don't want to say easily as in like it's like leap years above season 2 for me. But for me, upon first watch and with recency bias in mind, I would say that I thoroughly enjoyed the 4th season more than any other season. I'm excited to see where the show goes. Again, it kind of sucks that I'm now in your guys' boat. I'm gonna have to wait a fucking year. I'm gonna have to wait a fucking full goddamn year. But I'm willing. You know what I mean? I can't wait to rewatch a show in maybe 10 or 11 months. To re-experience all this again. I can't wait to watch some of your guys' reactions. I can't wait to talk to you guys in the hopefully you guys are talking to me in the comments. I don't know how successful or how popular these videos of season 4 are going to be, but I really hope I do get to discuss it with you guys, because these are absolutely incredible, I must say. So 10 out of 10 season. Again, my favorite episode is going to be 7, the wedding. I think that'll be the common sentiment, to be quite honest. I think that my second favorite is I'm not gonna rank every episode, but I think that 2 and 9 I'm sorry, 3 and 9, that's what I meant. 7 is my favorite, and then 3 and 9 are probably fighting I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. 3, 9, and 10. Jesus, I just because I just watched it, I didn't even include it in thinking back to the whole season. But 3, 9, and 10, along with 7, are my top 4 favorite episodes of the season, and they're some of my favorite episodes in TV in general. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed everything about it. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for next season. Real quick, I do want to, again, not a complaint whatsoever. The season had a lot less Marcus, Tina, Neil than the other seasons, but I think that's okay. Honestly, the show isn't done. There's more to the show. So we can see them have big storylines, and they've already had big storylines. I thought that this show did a really nice job this season of sort of not giving these characters a back seat, but giving them taking their foot off the gas a little bit screen time wise, so that we could really show a deep dive into Sid and Carmy. I thought that obviously they're the two main characters, but I thought that Sid and Carmy this season were in particular fantastic. So that's a very strong compliment to this show's part. Sorry, my camera died there for a second. I guess I will move on to everyone's favorite segment of every season finale. I'm going to start ranking some shit. Those were, again, I repeat, that's my favorite season of The Bear. And you guys know how much I love season 2, so that it's there. It's fucking there. Now, the funny thing is, as much as I have been talking so highly of The Bear season 4, you also have to recall what else I said. For some ungodly reason, season 4s of television are absolutely insanely stacked. Like, that's season 4 is where shows really hit their stride, it feels. And it feels like 80% of the time it's the best season of the show, and the other 20% of the time it's the second best. To my knowledge, I don't think I've ever witnessed a bad season of a bad season 4 of television. Of great shows, if that makes any sense. So immediately, again, it's the reason I bring that up is because as much as I've been high talking The Bear season 4, again, I haven't looked at my season 4 list in a while, so I'm gonna have to refresh my memory here. But don't be surprised if it's not like top 7 or top 10. Like, it might not even make the top 10. That's not because this season wasn't fantastic, because again, I repeat, I think that I'm about to put The Bear into like my top 20, top 15 shows of all time. Like, that's the level that I'm about to put it. But just know that season 4s of TV stacked. So obviously my favorite season 4s of TV: Attack on Titan, Game of Thrones, Lost, The Wire, Succession, The Sopranos, The Breaking Bad, Dexter. I don't think I would put The Bear season 4 above any of those. So at best, it's going to be my 9th favorite. Then you get into Sons of Anarchy and Better Call Saul, and I think that The Bear is firmly in that level. I think that's tough. I don't think I guess Sons of Anarchy is, well, first of all, Sons of Anarchy is a weird show. I would classify it as a B+ show for the most part, but for some reason seasons 4 and 5 hit different. Like, they're like the only like S-tier seasons of the show. Again, I'm not shitting on the show or whatever. I think that the rest of it is good, whereas only 4 and 5 are great. I've only watched Sons of Anarchy once, and I watched it in 2021. I remember that because 2021 I only watched one show. It was only Sons of Anarchy. So again, it's been a while. Emotion wise, I think that I liked The Bear more. So and Better Call Saul, that's a tough one too, because Better Call Saul is one of my all-time favorite shows. And this could be the recency bias talking, and I may, even if I change my mind, I might re-talk about it next year for season 5 when it airs. But I think I would also have to put it above. So I'm gonna say recency bias, real quick decision. I don't want to be here forever, dragging it out. I'm gonna say that this was the 9th best season 4 in TV history. And again, I repeat, for season 4s, that's fucking elite. The final thing I want to do, I want to look at where it ranks all time. And again, I'm not going to sit here for hours upon hours upon hours ranking the exact specific spot in which I rank The Bear, because it's going to take me too long, and my opinion's going to change like every day for the next fucking 5 years. Like, it's that's how lists go. I change it all the time. But this is where I looked immediately to my 16th favorite show of all time, Fargo. I think that Fargo easily peaks higher than The Bear. But Fargo's an anthology series, and to be quite honest, I don't even like anthology series. Fargo is like the only standout anthology series that I like. I don't even like True Detective. So I think, again, I repeat, I think Fargo has the higher peak, but I think as a show, as a one singular flowing story, I'm going to have to put The Bear above it. So again, I think The Bear's top, it's top 16 already. And then Again, this is where it gets really hard because then it's up against shows like Free Run, Beyond Journey's End, and Your Lie in April, and Death Note. And the reason that those are so hard to rank, not just compared to The Bear, but compared to any show in general, is because they're insanely short. Death Note is 37 20-minute episodes. Your Lie in April is 24 20-minute episodes. Free Run is only currently, well, it's only has one season out, and it's 28 20-minute episodes. So I think that those three shows that I just listed, I don't know. I'll say this. I think that The Bear right now, I'm just going to give it a tentative. I don't even know if that's the right word. I'm going to say it's my 14th favorite show of all time. The reason I'm going to say that, I don't think it's better than Death Note. Yes, Death Note is considerably shorter, but I think Death Note easily peaks higher. I think that it's easily better than Your Lie in April. I don't want to say easy as like there's a gap. There's no gap. It's neck and neck. But I think that the emotions of both of those shows are close to being on par, that The Bear being a lot longer sort of pushes it a little further, if that makes any sense. And obviously, again, as good as Your Lie in April is, and it has one of the greatest all-time endings in the history of fiction, in my opinion. Sorry, hiccup. I just think that the overall sort of tippy-top peak episodes kind of peak a little higher than Your Lie in April's. Free Run is an interesting discussion because it's still ongoing. There's only one season. So I think that I can pretty easily say that when the show continues, whether that be after 2 seasons, 3 seasons, 4 seasons, I think that I'll end up liking Free Run more. But as it is right now, 28 episodes of the first season of Free Run compared to 38 episodes of the 4 seasons of The Bear, I think I might just slightly edge to The Bear. That's wild, what I just said. So I'll say right now, The Bear's 14. And again, I don't know. Because even then, like, I'm looking at shows that I just placed, it above. Again, stuff like Fargo, stuff like The Walking Dead even. And I don't want anyone to fucking have a hissy fit. I think The Walking Dead, at its peak, is a really good show. It has a couple stinker seasons, but again, I also think Dexter is an amazing show. And we know how the last 4 seasons of Dexter are. It's a terrible ending. But you can look at the positives of something and really heavily sort of lean towards the good and not the bad. So, but even, like I said, stuff like Fargo and The Walking Dead and Dexter and stuff like that, I think that they easily peak higher than The Bear. And those are shows that I have, like the Fargo and Dexter, I have never rewatched. Fargo in particular, I watched 2 years ago, but Dexter in particular, I watched in 2016. So you can imagine, I really need to rewatch it, and I'm gonna rewatch it soon because if anyone's interested, actually, I am going to at some point watch New Blood and Original Sin and Resurrection, because I've yet to watch them. I don't even know anything about them. I haven't watched any trailers or hints or spoilers or anything like that. So I definitely need to catch up with those at some point. Again, like I said, Fargo, I've only watched once, but I watched it like a year and a half, 2 years ago, so it's still fresh in my mind. And something like The Walking Dead I've seen 3 times, but it's also been a good 5 or 6 years since I even rewatched it last. So even then, like, if you don't keep up with something, you tend to forget a little bit. So it's like riding a bike. The minute you start rewatching it, you remember everything, but as of right now, it is a little hazy. So again, it's probably the recency bias, and I'm not saying that's like a bad thing. Is like if it wasn't for the recency bias, The Bear would be so much lower. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I've watched a lot of good shows, and I think that The Bear is definitely in excellent tier. It's an excellent tier. It's in top 25. For instance, I look at my 26th favorite show of all time, Sons of Anarchy. The Bear is better. The Bear is better than Sons of Anarchy. Seasons 4 and 5 of Sons of Anarchy are amazing, but I like The Bear more. Adventure Time. It's another interesting one because Adventure Time's really long, but I think I lean towards The Bear. Marvel's Daredevil? I think it'll be the same thing. I think that Daredevil peaks higher, but as a whole, I think I might rank The Bear better. So, like, top 20. Like, Bear's top 20 show of all time for me. Like, no question. It's just a matter of my mood. It could be as high as fucking, 14 right now. It could be as low as 21 right now. Like, that's just my mindset. So, I don't want anyone to think I'm shitting on it or anything like that. I've watched a lot of good shows. It's in that upper echelon of show for me. So props to the creator, props to the actors. I'm so fucking excited for next season. Again, it's going to be I'm going to say that's another thing too, and again, watch them sort of go back on all the previous shit they've done and make me look like a fool. But I was going to say time for the long wait between seasons 4 and 5, but at the same time, This show has a good track record. In today's day and age, a 1-year wait is perfect. It's perfect. Shows, like, I'm not some like snob that like, I think that people do go a little overboard. It is really, really annoying sometimes to wait for shows to come out with new seasons. And it's even more annoying to wait for 2 years, 3 years and only get like 6 or 8 episodes back in return. And half the time they end up being shitty episodes. See House of the Dragon. I understand that sentiment, but I'm also someone, I'm very capable and willing to wait and be patient for new seasons of stuff. One, because I think I'm able to juggle my passions very well, in the sense of, yeah, I'm not going to be able to watch the Bears new season for a year, but I'll go watch fucking The Pacific or Mad Men or Deadwood. I'll find something good. Yeah, you know, as good as The Bear is, I'm not going to sleep at night like having withdrawal symptoms. Like, I can wait a little bit. But also in that sense, I think that the waiting is painful while it's happening, but when you finally get to that release, when the season finally comes out, it makes it so much better. It makes you sort of savor each episode if watched correctly. And again, like I said, I binged this, but if I wasn't doing this channel, 10 episodes? I'd probably say it's maybe 5 or 6 hours, and probably say it's The Bear. This season 4 is probably 6 or 7 hours, just straight through. Obviously, I'm finishing recording this at 9:20. If you remember, I watched the first episode at 8 o'clock, edited the first video, released it, and then went on a binge. So I've probably been watching straight through since like 11 o'clock. So it took me like 10 hours to watch 9 episodes of The Bear, essentially. So that isn't like a pure straight through binge. You know what I mean? Nothing like that. I savored it. I talked about it, and I think that benefited my watch experience, to be quite honest. I will say, and I don't know if anyone's picked up on it, or I know I mentioned it. I don't even know if I kept it in the YouTube cut in my first episode, but this is the first show that I didn't watch subtitles with on my channel, and that's because I think, again, this is my first experience watching Hulu drop a show. Like, I've obviously watched Hulu shows, I've watched FX shows, or FX on Hulu, but this is my first, like, they released the full season at one time on Hulu, and I think the subtitles were a little off. They were so off to the point where, again, I've been watching TV with subtitles since I started watching in 2015. The first show I ever watched was Death Note. It was an anime. I watched it in sub first, so that sort of just immediately got me into the sort of habit, the comfort of watching with subtitles. Not that I need it. I know some fucking boomers really hate people watching TV with subtitles because, hey, you fucking baby, you can't listen. No, I just like the subtitles. So it's not like they're a distraction or anything, or I'm reliant upon them, but I do like them. So it was kind of awkward to watch the last 9 episodes of the season without them, but I think I did a great job. I heard everything. I was good with it. I don't need the subtitles. I just really like them. So it was a little different though at first. I think that's gonna be it. That was really good. Obviously I don't need to tell you guys. I know that you guys know, but that was really good. What a season! What tremendous actors! Again, there's a lot of Emmys that could be thrown around. Ebon Moss-Bachrach was amazing. Jeremy Allen White was amazing. If we're giving out a guest star thing, Jamie Lee Curtis fucking needs to win. Jamie Lee Curtis is, I got goosebumps thinking about it. Her fucking talk with Carmy in episode 9. Mwah! One of the best scenes of the show. One of the best scenes of the show. I loved the Carmy and Claire fight in episode 3. I loved the entirety of the fucking wedding scene, in particular the Lee scene, which is another one of my, again, I got goosebumps again, another one of my favorite scenes of the show. But all that being said, I think my main takeaway award-wise, again, this is probably going to fucking sweep the comedy section too, The Bear in general. I think I mentioned this after season 3, because, again, going into The Bear, I didn't really know that much. I knew that it was about cooking. I knew that it was hectic. I knew that I'd probably like it. But I also knew the only thing that I really had any detail about was I knew that there was controversy surrounding the fact that The Bear is technically classified as a comedy at the awards ceremony, and it feels like it always wins. Or I think it has always won. And I think that is a little unfair because, yeah, the short, it's funny at points, but this is a drama. Like, let's be real. This is a straight-up drama. So I could get it. Other fans of other shows would be a little upset that essentially a fraud comedy entered the discussion. I do kind of agree with that. But even still, they're not going to change it now. This is going to win Best Comedy. But my main takeaway awards-wise, and the thing that I'm 100% positive on, whether or not it's episode 4? Whether or not it's episode 4 the one with Sydney getting her hair done. Whether or not it's episode, damn it, I'm not. They're blending together a little bit. Is it episode 8? I think it may be episode 8. Where she was episode 6. Episode 6. Yes, it was episode 6. It's either going to be episode 4, episode 6, or this episode, episode 10. Ayo Edebiri, I'm begging you. You make sure that one of those 3 episodes gets nominated because you, my girl, have just won another Emmy. You are fantastic. I'm very happy that. I don't want anybody to be like, you're singling out Ayo Edebiri like she's the only good. That's not what the fuck I said. Don't try that shit with me. Everyone in the show is an amazing actor, but I just want to say, like, this show really, in particular, has put Ayo Edebiri into my sort of echelon, my like on my radar. Again, I know that she's been in a couple other things. I know I have a friend who, and she said that she loves this actor, and she's never seen The Bear, so she's got great work elsewhere. I really need to tune into that. So, if you guys have any recommendations on any other shows made by Ayo, not made by, but including, maybe made by, she might have made a show, I don't know. Anything Ayo Edebiri, drop in the comments, let me fucking know. Give me some recommendations. Give me recommendations for all of the cast, to be quite honest. I'm a fan of everyone. I think that this is, again, Lost is Lost, so I don't think anything will pass Lost for me. But I think in terms of ensemble, I think that The Bear is approaching like a top 3, top 5, ensemble for me. It's no Lost, because Lost is my baby, but I love everyone in this show. But I think that's going to be it. I am sorry for expressing my Degreenia apology to you guys so much. Again, I'm tired. I'm about to talk like CM Punk after the fucking media scrum. I'm tired. I'm sick of working with children. I'm trying to think. This is my first binge, because again, I watched this all in one sit. I watched episode 1, edited episode 1, and then watched the last 9 episodes in one sitting. Obviously I changed my shirt because I didn't want the thumbnails all to look the exact same, but I think that this is the first show I've binged in a long while. Like I said, the only other drop that I've watched in recent memory is Squid Game Season 2, but I watched that in two different days. I watched the first 3 episodes and then the first 4 episodes another day, so this was an experience. I really liked it, I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed my reactions to it. So I will see you guys hopefully in a year. Again, I don't want them to go... I don't want me to compliment the fact that they take only a year to release such quality seasons as compared to other shows that take fucking 3 years to upload 6 episodes, but they could go back and make me look like a fool. But I'll hopefully see you guys next late June. I really appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys liked the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I would really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. I've got all of the reactions to all of the seasons of The Bear so far, and if you're watching this in the very, 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 very far future, like 2 years or 3 years, and you're intrigued to see if I have the reactions to seasons 5, maybe 6, maybe 7, I don't know how long the show's going to go. I've also got them up on Patreon. Check it out. It's $10 a month for live action shows. And finally, and most importantly, if you enjoy my reactions, if you tuned into this one episode, if you tuned into all of my Bear reactions, if you just tuned into my season 4 reactions, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Again, it really does help me out so much. Again, I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you guys. You guys have a good one.